Squidwards and a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Harvey loves SpongeBob. SpongeBob SquarePants.
All right, so I brought y'all back so we can. God damn! How many tabs you got open? God damn! Damn! Anyway, check this out. You know, he be being disingenuous about these Dragon Ball Super topics. We've been covering a lot of the videos. We're nearing the end of the Gray Saga, but he responded.
So be it. At least I ain't about to catch the dragon clap.
Give it some time. Once you start going through these recent videos and seeing how easily we debunked all of your points, trust me, you will feel very clapped. But respectfully, this is a fictional series. I ain't got nothing against you. You're welcome to like whatever you like, but that doesn't entitle you, okay, to equal success in these conversations and these topics when we're comparing one series to another.
Let's listen to him. See what he gotta say.
I'm a snake when I see one. Now, initially,
I'm a snake, bro. I really was just out of pure anger voicing how I felt about the series.
which is fine, Brody. I ain't got no problem with that. I know you about to insult me in the very next breath. That's all well and fine. Okay. The thing is that if you got so much frustration, okay, that you have to just express something. But I mean, you were outright lying. You were outright saying that Vegeta was your favorite character and various things. And I think that you did that just because, you know, it would put you in position to hate a little bit easier for people to, instead of invalidating it, you know, as an outright. But, you know, that's why I showcased at a certain point in your video where you said, I pretty much just hang around just to see if there's anything left that I can hate on. I did a video showcasing that. So once you said that, I knew it. There was nothing wrong with me calling you a hater because you had called yourself a hater on this very topic. Okay.
If you like your dog shit, go ahead, eat your dog shit, man. I'm just not going to sit on the floor and eat it with you.
No, you're going to sit on the floor and kick with both feet, okay? You're going to alternate both feet kicking on the floor, and then you're going to go home, sit in side saddle. That's what you're going to do, because you can't do a damn thing about the things that you're dissatisfied with. And you're still here. You still made the videos that you made, making the arguments that you made, okay? You cannot invalidate something that which you had no authority over in the first place. I went to the first video. By the way, I know I had somebody tell me in the comments that these type of guys really aren't worth my time, and I agree with you. But I do got to bring y'all the evidence.
Then why the fuck are you doing it then?
Listen to the video, brother. Hit the play button. Hit the play button. Okay? Listen to the video. I'll explain.
All right.
Evidence. I know
Let me stop. I'm doing what he doing.
Yeah, I was doing that a bit. My bad.
The shoes fit these type of people. But I think it's important that I actually show you the examples when I come across them so that it don't just sound like it's me, but it's what we're literally dealing with and what we are literally seeing. So we're going to go back to this video and check out the rest of it.
So Dragon Ball Super is the truthful representation of Dragon Ball.
You just now figuring that out? Yes, Dragon Ball Super is the canon. This is what it means to be canon. This is what it means to be a part of the canonical. Okay, my guy. Now, the canon means that you have been given Toriyama's stamp of approval that specifies this actually happened in the story. Without it, you are no different than Dragon Ball Evolution. So don't come to Dragon Ball Z, to Dragon Ball Super, to Dragon Ball Daima, to Dragon Ball looking for Dragon Ball Evolution. Don't come to any of those looking for Dragon Ball GT. You are looking for things that did not happen in the story of Dragon Ball, that are not real. Okay, so when you look at Dragon Ball GT and you see a Vegeta that didn't keep up with the Goku, that's not the real Vegeta. Those are not the real capabilities of Vegeta. If you look at Dragon Ball Super, that's what would have happened. That's what Vegeta's actual potential has the capabilities to do. And they specify things like Vegeta's been nerfing himself, which Goku actually said in the Cell Saga, pointing that Vegeta actually has superior gains to Goku. This is what we says. However, you've been nerfing yourself from working too hard. Probably a bad habit that you picked up trying to win your freedom from Frieza. Regardless, there are a lot of clarifications that we got to see exactly what's going on here.
a truthful representation of Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z isn't? Is that what you're implying here?
Dragon Ball GT isn't. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super are the exact same continuity. They are the exact same story. Okay, they're inclusive of each other. Okay, they're the same thing. You know, the story that is being told goes from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Daima to Dragon Ball Super. They are in that same continuity. Yes, they are the truthful representation of Dragon Ball. Non-canon is not the truthful representation of Dragon Ball, as it didn't actually happen. It can use whatever premise, it can make the characters do whatever nonsensical thing that they do, but only what happens in the canon actually happened. Only what happens in the canon is actually real.
Once again, if you take into account the end of Z, Super doesn't fit within the end.
Why are you still saying that? Super is essentially a prequel to End of Z. And for this point, you seem to be pretending to not understand how prequels work, as if in storytelling it is absolutely taboo or forbidden for a person to reveal something that happened previously. Okay, we've already done this in the past. Okay, so no, it doesn't invalidate for us to hear a story that we didn't know. That's done all the time in storytelling. A person reveals a chapter that happened that you didn't know actually happened, and it reveals a new context, a new layer of context for the viewer, for the audience. You know, the people that sit down and shut up and accept the fact that they didn't write this show. So let's either enjoy it or not enjoy it for what it is, and not what we try to force it to be, because you don't run shit when it comes to Dragon Ball. Check this out.
Z, it doesn't. Or the origin of Goku either.
So let me put it in a way that you'll probably be able to understand. Those aren't the actual characters in Dragon Ball GT. Yeah, no. Those are not, that's not actually Vegeta. That's not actually Goku. They're not the real characters. They're not real. It's not the real circumstances. Those aren't the... That's what I mean by the truthful representation. Anything that happens in the canon actually happened and can be seen as a truthful representation of that moment in time. If it's not canon, it's not the truthful representation of what happens in the story. It's fake. It didn't happen. Okay? Check this out.
Dictated that Dragon Ball Super was canon. Toriyama also dictated that Dragon Ball GT wasn't canon, as it's not connected, okay, to the canon. It's not connected to the story of Dragon Ball. It didn't actually happen. The same way, Dragon Ball Evolution is not canon, okay? So let's not pretend that we don't understand, you know good and well.
Let's see what he got to say about this. I really want to hear what you got to say about this, because your boy quiet. Your man's is shook. He hearing this and he probably fuming. His jaw's tight. I heard how he responded at one point in time when Carthu reminded people that Z Broly wasn't canon. He was like, just hating, just effing hating. I'm like, it's not really hating in that instance so much as it was stating a fact. I would be the first to call Carthu a hater, but check this out.
That your precious Dragon Ball GT is not canon. So I think at this point,
I wish I had it. Actually, I do have a
it's
camera.
important for us to
You should see the
acknowledge
look on my
that
face.
Frustrations do not equate
Ooh, Oda.
to invalidation. You cannot invalidate, okay, the canon material or its continuation. It's one vessel. It's one thing.
But you know that.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
How many y'all? And I think I already talked about the Brawly movie. And I'm not even the only person who spoke on the Brawly movie.
Hey, he really didn't have nothing to say about the stuff I said. He really didn't have nothing to say. Interesting.